Welcome back to episode 4 of my Amazon FBA beginner series. In today's video, our topic of discussion is going to be private label as a business model on Amazon. So if you're new to Amazon, never sold, you've probably oftentimes seen ads talking about private label, and it's kind of, if you don't know what this is, what does private label mean? It's kind of just a blank statement. Well, my goal with this video is to really show you guys how private label works, explain the concept, how you go about doing things, and really just explain what private label is and how you can make money from it on Amazon. So essentially how this business model works, instead of selling other brand name products, maybe like Disney, Nintendo, whatever it might be, we're going off and we're finding products that already have demand, and we're going straight to the manufacturer and building our own brand. So we're going to be selling our own name brand product versus selling other people's name brand products. Great thing about this business model is you're not competing with 10, 15 other sellers sometimes like you are when you're selling, regular toothpaste or really just well-known name brand products. You're the only person on your listing, so you can really kind of navigate how you want to, you can market how you want to, you can represent your product how you want to, you can price it how you want to. So it really gives you a lot more control over the actual product and how you're going to sell it versus if you're selling someone else's products that they own and have the rights to. Now again, this is one of the more kind of tricky business models. It does take a bit more of experience, learning curve and stuff like that. It also does require a bit more capital, say $3,000 to $5,000 for your initial order on your first product. The more money you have, the merrier, but as a minimum, I'd say $3,000 to $5,000 you're able to invest in your first product is going to be at least a good starting point for you. So if you're someone with less than $1,000, I'd say go to the first 2 videos of the series, because private label is probably not going to be for you. But for those of you who do have some capital to work with and you're looking for a business model that's absolutely scalable, it's just, in my opinion, it's the best business model on Amazon because you own the products, you own the brand, and you just really have full control over what you're selling in your business. So essentially how this business model actually works is, let's take an example as a spatula, right? We've identified a product on Amazon as a spatula. It's selling well, there's tons of people selling it. We've identified, there's these 10 sellers who are selling this amount of this product per month. So what we want to do is we want to go to manufacturers over in China, most likely on Alibaba.com, and we're going to find someone who can make a similar spatula, right, that already has demand. We know people are buying it. We know other sellers who are doing the same thing are having success. We're going to go over, find our own spatula, put our own kind of little touches on it, put our own logo, our own branding, and then we're going to get that product manufactured, and then we're going to sell it and launch it on Amazon as our own product's brand. This does take a bit longer to get up and running due to the fact that you have to get the product manufactured, you have to design logos, marketing, you have to build out your listing on Amazon, you have to launch your product, and it takes, a good 6 months to really get the ball rolling with a private label business. But once it's rolling, guys, the profit margins with private label are by far better than any other business model out there. You're going to see a lot of other sellers who are selling name brand products, but what you don't realize is they're working on super small margins. Reason being is when you're buying, name brand products from manufacturers, from the brand themselves, you're paying that margin in the middle. Like, they have to make a profit too. They're not going to sell you the price they're paying for the product. So with private label, we're going straight to getting our products manufactured. So we're able to control the pricing of the product, how we sell it, how we market it, and we're really able to control that profit margin. Whereas if you're selling a name brand product, there's competition, which drives the prices down. You're already paying more money for these products with smaller margins. So it really becomes sometimes a penny pinching game if you're at scale, whereas with private label, if you do it right, you pick the right products with high profit margins, you can really be operating a pretty large Amazon business with very, very healthy profit margins. Now, the difficult part of this business is really just getting that initial traction, right? It's your first product, you've never launched one. There's a learning curve. You have to run advertising to get your product off the ground. There's different giveaways you can do. There's coupons. There's just a lot more stuff that you actually have to learn. But once you learn this stuff and become a master of it, it becomes very, very lucrative and scalable because we're ordering these products from our manufacturers and having them sent directly to Amazon warehouses. So we're not having to touch the product. All we have to worry about is making sure we're marketing it correctly on Amazon and running our business on a day-to-day basis. And we're controlling the asset is what I like to say, right? And another great thing about private label, guys, is it does take a bit longer to get going, but you own that product and you own that brand, which means if you're looking for a business model that you can build and invest in, where you want 3-5 years down the line to sell, there's tons of Amazon sellers who have went on to, sell their private label brands for millions of dollars. I heard of a guy who recently just sold his private label brand for, I think, about $18 million. Now, that's not going to be the norm for everyone. I'm just saying, if you're one of those people who's looking for a business model that you can exit, I don't see really any other business model on Amazon where you can go and say, hey, I'm operating on a wholesale business, come buy my company. They're going to be like, no, I can just go open accounts with these distributors and order the same products. Whereas with private label, you're building a brand and an asset that's sellable because, hey, not everyone has the skills to go and build a profitable brand online. So that's considered an asset to a potential investor in the future. So that's one of the great things I actually think about the business model as well. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. Essentially, again, to break it down one more quick time for you guys, you're manufacturing your own products with your own logo, branding, and you're marketing it and selling it on Amazon as your own physical products brand. You're a brand owner, you're a business owner, and it's really awesome. So if you guys are more interested in this business model, just go check out my other videos. I have at least 50 or 60 videos on this actual topic, this business model. So if you're new, you want to learn more about it, go check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next video where we'll be discussing the business model of wholesale.